Hey everyone, Kimberly Guilfoyle here, and welcome to my Rumble channel, where news is done right and where facts come first. And big breaking news today, where Project Veritas CEO James O'Keefe has been placed on leave by the company amid a review of his leadership role and amid growing concern that some board members want him out. Much more on that just ahead. But first, more evidence tonight of big tech bias, corrupt censorship schemes, and outright lies. Because yesterday in Washington, former Twitter executives were grilled on Capitol Hill over their efforts to meddle in the 2020 election and their efforts to lie to the American people to try and take down Donald Trump. Now it was the first time these Silicon Valley frauds actually offered congressional testimony on their scheme to censor the Hunter Biden laptop story and to amplify lies about the material being part of some sort of Russian disinformation campaign. Lies that were then laundered by the media and by so-called intelligence experts. And don't forget, as we learned in the explosive release of the Twitter files, Twitter was making censorship decisions at the direction of federal law enforcement, including the FBI, raising even more concerns about state action and violations of the First Amendment. Just listen to Jim Jordan pressing the former head of site integrity, Yoel Roth.
You got the government saying your terms of service, which don't have to comply with the First Amendment, but the government saying we don't think these accounts comply with your terms of service. Please take them down. You see a problem there, Mr. Roth?
Mr. Chairman, I'm seeing a flashing red light. I'm happy to answer the question. Do I think that that's a valuable use of the FBI's time? No, but I don't see in a request for review a problem under the First Amendment, no.
I sure do. I thank the gentleman. I get back.
So, even when confronted with overwhelming evidence of their misconduct, former Twitter officials are still reluctant to admit that they did anything wrong. It is institutional corruption at an unprecedented level. It's big tech colluding with the FBI, while Democrats, Team Biden, and of course their willing allies inside the media were promoting baseless claims that the laptop was part of some Kremlin scheme to deceive the American people. When in reality, they were the ones doing the deceiving while proclaiming themselves the anointed arbiters of truth. And it wasn't just the Hunter laptop story. Batch after batch of Twitter files exposed efforts to shadow ban conservatives, something former CEO Jack Dorsey and others repeatedly denied. It was all one big effort to distort reality, distort the discourse, and distort democracy. Isn't it interesting that what Democrats and big tech accuse everyone else of doing is exactly what they are doing themselves? They accused Donald Trump of meddling with democracy when they were up to their own dirty tricks and spreading the lies of the Steele dossier. They accused conservatives of spreading so-called disinformation when they were the ones lying about the authenticity of the laptop. And they were the ones consistently telling you not to believe what you're seeing with your own two eyes. Because nothing threatens the media establishment and the Democrat machine more than free and independent voices. Now remember, censorship is a tool that the powerful use against the powerless, while free speech is a tool of the powerless against the powerful. So it's why I'm here on Rumble, free from censorship and free from far left masterminds trying to control the levers of power. Because when you take on power centers, you become enemy number one. Which brings us to the growing story surrounding Project Veritas CEO James O'Keefe and mounting questions about his future with the company that he built. Because according to multiple reports, O'Keefe is on paid leave from the watchdog journalism group following allegations about his management style. But there are more and more questions about the timing of all of this, and growing speculation about possible internal strife between O'Keefe and the board. According to a report earlier today, sources inside the company are alleging that several board members want O'Keefe out, but for reasons that are still unclear. And remember, it comes just weeks after Project Veritas revealed an explosive video showing a Pfizer director boasting about the pharmaceutical giant's efforts to mutate viruses. So isn't it odd that Project Veritas board members would allegedly target their own founder and the face of their company right after one of their biggest stories ever? But of course, we will follow the facts wherever they take us, and we will continue following this story. So for the latest and for future streams, go to @KimberlyGuilfoyle, where you'll get news done right. Download the Rumble app, subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and turn on notifications. And I want to hear from you. So please comment below. Tell me what you think. Talk to you again soon.